I had a few things to speak on about this particular bill and this particular resolution, and that is the main crux of the issue. We're dealing with a resolution instead of a bill. And if we're trying to make some clarity, if you have a straight up bill that says this is allowed, this is not allowed, that is going to be your better approach to go. A couple of things that were brought up last time by some of the representatives, specifically Representative Blake. I believe that you were exactly right. You have to do something. If you actually want to make some clarity, pass a bill with a resolution instead of a resolution that says this is what you may do in our state, this is what you may not do in our state. Representative Scott, you stated that there was a separation of powers issue that was going on in this, and by attempting to clarify. I don't think that's what we have here. It's not, y'all are a co-equal branch with the judiciary. You were stating that you wanted to hear what the Arkansas Supreme Court had to say because it was only the Court of Appeals that spoke in the Taft case. The time for them to bring that up to the Supreme Court has long since passed. It's not going to happen there. Unless there's a secondary appeal that's out there in another case that makes it up there, that's going to be the extent of what we have as far as interpretation for this particular thing, for this particular bill and statute that's in place. It had nothing to do with the Second Amendment in the Taft case at all. It was all about, do you have the ability to come up and talk with an individual to see what it is that they are doing? Was there a crime being committed? And what happened in the Taft case was they figured out he wasn't doing anything illegal. He didn't have the intent to use a firearm unlawfully upon another person, which is what that clarified and what you're hearing from a lot of these people that are here. I'm only against this because it's just a resolution instead of a bill and actually doing something. It's like a loud gong making a lot of noise and doing nothing. All we're doing is saying, hey, look at this, and then it goes away. There's zero clarification in the statute. There's still going to be different law enforcement agencies that think there's a different criteria and why they can come up and begin speaking with someone, whether it's a person of color, whether it's a person that's in a place that they don't think they should be, or anything else. And that's the issue that you have. Make something that says, this is what you may do, as opposed to a resolution. That's all that I had, Madam Chair.
Are there any questions? Thank you. Appreciate it. Our next individual to speak